to the Love and Live Show. I'm Queen Lenora, and today I want to talk about business. Okay, so let's just get down and dirty with the business. But first of all, I just want to say, hey, my L&L crew, I love you. I appreciate all your support. Okay, so on my journey of doing business, and I've done several different businesses. Some were a success, some failed, and it's all right. You learn from your mistakes. But what I want to keep informed is there are going to be a lot of people that come in your path that will help you. Now, you have to determine what type of help it is. Because sometimes you'll go, well, somebody's trying to sabotage you. All help is not sabotage, even if it doesn't fit you at this moment. So somebody might give you advice and you'll be like, no, because I'm doing this path right here. And that's what you should do. Follow your path. You got to go with your gut feeling. And then you'll find yourself later on maybe using their advice because it wasn't meant for you right now. It's just preparing you for the future. A lot of people do what they're doing right now. And they're focused on it right now. And you have to also know where you're going to go. Like, are you going to gravitate over to your next level? So you'll see some people, business fly real quick because they know all the rules, they understand all the rules, everything is clicking, they don't mind doing the hard work without seeing any money coming in at this moment because they know at the end game money's going to flow in. So they fly up and they move fast, and then you can see yourself and you be like, well, why am I not moving? Why am I not going to the next level? I know I'm ready for the next level. Just because you think you're ready for the next level doesn't make you ready for the next level. Do you have everything prepared? I've learned that when we opened a restaurant, how when we started when not everything being able to open, we started with just a gift shop being open. And then we started just outsourcing food to the restaurant to sell. And then we would kind of like warm it up or heat it up for the clients because we were waiting for the approval to be able to cook and serve food. But we can, serve cold food and then just warm it up for them. And then we learned to put the microwave out and they were able to use it and try to keep everything clean. Process of learning. And then when we got there, we were a full-blown, restaurant. We weren't like a fast food, but we weren't like a regular restaurant. We were inside the Greyhound bus station. And I learned a lot. I learned that, my skill level, I thought would be being on the grill cooking. And that was not what my skill level was. My skill level was to purchase the food, order the food, taste the food, deal with all the vendors, go to the food shows, and do all that. That was where my position ended. And then I end up not only doing that, I end up doing the time cards and stuff like that to get ready for the payroll. And then everybody had their position of the owners of doing what they were supposed to do. And you put people where you need them to be, and you see where they're going to excel and where their passion is. So if you got people that's helping you, find where their passion is and help. Sometimes they won't know where their passion is, and so it's going to be a learning point. But when you see where their passion is, move them over into that area because everything is a learning process. And when people give you advice, it's might be the best advice. And they might tell you something, don't do this because this and this and this will happen. But that might have happened with them because it wasn't you. You might do this, this, and that, and it works for you. It might not work for them. But then you might do something that actually helps them and it makes them blow up. So remember that. And remember, just because somebody is ahead of the game does not mean that they can't learn from you. You might be way on the low podium because there's so much more you got to learn. Not that they're better than you. It's just that there's so much more you got to learn, and they already exceed that. So they're already there because they exceeded that. They learned, and they went through the struggles, and they went there, and they want to help you get to the next level. But you still have to find what works for you. But don't throw away people's help because it's not for you right now. Just write it, put it up, put it to the side, and voila, it's there. We all are a team, even though we're not working together in business. If you are, say, like me, I make cake in jars and seasoning and hot sauce. I find people that are doing the same type of thing that I'm doing. They might not sell the same exact thing, but they're doing the same thing. They might be selling a whole cake and a whole cake, not a whole cake, but a whole cake. And they might be like, okay, this is, we're doing the same thing. And we have ideas and we bounce it off each other. And their ideas might work for me or they might not. My ideas might work for them and it might not. And that's cool. Be okay with that. But you have to, no matter what, on your business, and this is the biggest part and the most important part of this conversation, on your business, you have to go with your gut. Even if it flops, you have to go with your gut, because if not, you will, it will bother you. It will make you angry later on that you didn't follow your gut and then find out that your gut was right. I say that all the time because, like, even when I were doing, I would write a play and I would direct the play. And a lot of people say, if you write a play, don't direct the play. Well, I had to direct it because I wanted it to be the way I wanted to. Because a director will take it and put it in their own spin. And that's fine too, but I want to put it in my own spin. And I hate it when people would not be off script, tell me what they didn't want the character to say. And I'm like, you don't know the character if you're not off script. Because you have to be off script. You have to get into that character. And I hate when they wanted to give me suggestions. And I'm like, well, when you want me to give suggestions is when you're off script, you know the character, and now tell me to do it. So then I want to see it my way, and then I'll see it their way, and then I will choose which way I like the best. Because at the end, I know what my vision is. And they might show me something that I didn't even expect out of the character. Because they saw something else in the character that I didn't get, and I might like it. But if you come to me and you ain't even got out of the character, you don't even know the character, oh my goodness, this is not going to work. It's not going to work. Just letting you know it's not going to work. So please go with your gut feeling on what you do. And then you might flop and then end up using what somebody else told you to do. And that's fine. That's fine. And if anybody gets mad at you about that, then you need to kind of like separate, because it's your business, your dream. You know what you want. You dream about stuff all the time. I dream about stuff and people think it's crazy all the time. I'll be in a daydream. It's not even a night dream. It'll be a daydream. And I dream about stuff all the time. And I'll be like, I need to just start moving off of my dreams. Because what I'll do is I'll get the dream and I'll ask somebody else to do it. And then they won't do it because they're laughing, thinking I'm playing. And I'll be like, no, I really want to try it. Because you never know. God might give you something that everybody else is going to fail at, but you're going to succeed at. And that's what counts. You know, your business is you. And I know everybody talks about every different thing about business, but I wanted to go on that side of the subject is please follow your gut and understand your business. And understand you might not make any money right away, but put your 100% in everything you do. Everything you do. I don't even care if you go help somebody else with their business. Give 100%. And also, your word is your brand as well. People talk about branding and they talk about marketing, they talk about that, but one thing I know is if people don't trust you, they're not going to really want to buy from you. And you want consistent buyers. You don't want somebody to just buy one time and never buy from you again. You want consistent buyers. So remember that one time is not going to be the thing that you're going for. So your brand is you. So whatever your business name is, it's you. So give your best. If you saying I'm going to help somebody, that's 100% you. Because you ain't going to tell them I'm going to help you and you give them 50% and then want them to buy from you. I'm a pity buy because you helped me, but you're not what you really say you are. And that's the thing. Your word is who you are. That is your brand, your word. So if you're going to bless somebody with something, make sure you do it. Or be honest. You want to make sure that if you promise something, that you give it to them. You want to, because a lot of times we will give free stuff. Like if we have clothing, if we have cakes, if we have household, you're going to get free stuff. And if something financially happens where you can't do the free stuff, and you done told these people that this is what you're going to do, and then you don't do it, your brand just went downhill. You got to be consistent, or your brand will go downhill. So you are your brand of whatever your product is, even if it's not your name. Like my business is not Lenore, but Lenore represents Love and Live, so Love and Live has to be up on it. Like I do myself differently, and I'm never in competition with anybody else at all. At all. I'm never in competition with anybody but one person. And who was that person, Queen Lenore? Who are you in competition with, Queen Lenore? Who? Tell me who you in competition with. I'm in competition with Queen Lenore. That's who I'm in competition with. Myself. I don't care if Elijah, who's back here washing dishes, Chris, who's over here sleeping and snoring, Aviana, who's over there doing something. I don't care what they're doing in their business, because they have to beat them. What I do care about is that they give 100% on their business. But I'm never in competition with them. I'm only in competition with myself. And it can seem like I'm biting off of somebody or I done stole somebody's stuff. I don't care. Because again, the only person I'm worried about is me. I might not have the idea to do such and such. But I'm going to do the best I am. I'm not going to try to steal what you're doing. I might have stole your idea, if you want to call it stealing. But to me, you're not the first person with the idea, so it ain't your idea. You know what I mean? So you might have decided to do the such and such, and now I want to do the such and such. You do it your way, and I do it my way. We can sit at the table together and do it. And people will buy from both of us because of the simple fact that we put 100% in our product. So remember that. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get that out and open. Your business is your way. I don't care what you do. From a brick and mortar business to your home-based business to your YouTube business, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, your TikTok, your Snappy Chappy, and I know I'm messing up the names. I'm purposely messing up a name because I can. You making drinks, candy, popcorn, whatever you doing. It's your business, your brand. You nail it. Don't worry about the rest. People are going to talk about you regardless. Yes, it's going to hurt your feelings, but keep on moving. You're going to be like, why is so-and-so making money and I'm not? Because I'm not ready yet. Whatever I was supposed to learn, I ain't learned yet. Look at it that way. Because I always be like, God will give it to you in His own time. God's waiting on you to learn whatever you need to learn. So don't be just waiting. I'm waiting on God. God waiting on you. What are you learning? What are you putting in place for your next level? See, I'm right here. Even when I talk about YouTube, I'm not monetized on YouTube at all. I'm not there, but I'm already prepared for when I do get monetized and what I want to do when I get monetized. And I'm still working on right here and learning everything I need to know where the level I'm at right now. And at the level that I'm at right now is where I'm at. But I'm already ahead of the game. So when I get there, I ain't got to figure out how to do what I need to do when I get there because I'm already ready. So when I get there, boom, I'm ready. And I learned everything that I needed to learn where I'm at. And each stage, I'm learning. But when I get to the being monetized, you'll be like, wow, Lenore did such and such and such. And do that. Don't hate. Don't be jealous of nobody. I am proud of everybody that I was at the same level or I was above them or they was just a little above me. I am happy for them. And I'm not mad at them for that because they learned what they needed to learn to get to the next level. I need to catch up and learn what I need to learn from my channel to catch up to the next level. So remember that too. Enjoy life. Don't let the life bother you. Even if this is the only business you're doing, whatever business you're starting, you ain't got no other income in there, God will provide for that business, but He want to see that you're working at it, okay? Remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Smooches! We out.